Time to transition into the game of the week. So this time we got the Ravens and the Chargers. This should be a good one. What day is this on? Is this Sunday?
It is this Sunday night
Okay,
game, yeah.
Sunday night. Ravens, Chargers, let's go.
I mean, some are calling it your mom's favorite podcast, your grandma's favorite segment. I don't know who those people are. I'm just throwing it out there. Couldn't be me. Baltimore at LA. And so we're split on this game. So that's why I think it's most of the games of the week we're split on because they're such big games. They're so go either way type games. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a real argument who the better quarterback is. I think Lamar obviously wins more and at times is more productive. I think there's no argument, though, that Herbert's a better thrower of the football. He's a bigger, stronger athlete, although Lamar is quicker. So you could, take your pick. I would prefer Herbert over the span of a career just because he's bigger, stronger, and I think he's a little bit more durable, and I think he throws a better football, which at the end of the day we know you have to deliver from the pocket.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the Chargers a little bit more because you do get Herbert, but then of course you have the Brandon Staley factor. I do think it's worth noting, despite my misgivings about Brandon Staley, despite my absolute tirade I went on earlier about Brandon Staley about how he doesn't even deserve to coach high school football, I do think when you're backed into a corner like this as a grown man, because let's be real, everybody in the NFL, dude, you're like an alpha type personality. You can't get there without being a, hey, I'm that type of guy mentality. Mm-hmm. So I do think there's an argument, manalytics over analytics, right? That backed into a corner, alpha male, coaching for his life here, I think there's an argument that he pulls out his best coaching performance yet. Now, granted, who knows if that's good enough because he's so bad that is his best even good enough? I don't know. But I do think you're going to get his best shot this week because, again, I think he's coaching for his life. I think Herbert knows it. I think the team knows it. Granted, do they want to fight for him? Who knows? But I do think they're backed into a corner. If they lose this, the season's over. They're 4-7 if they lose this. They basically have to win out. So it starts now. You have to start now, being at home in prime time. I think you're going to get probably the best shot that you're going to get all year up to this point from the Chargers. I think it's going to be enough. I'll take the Chargers slightly.
I don't know. I just love the Ravens here. As a team, as a unit, they are stacked. And yes, outside of that bad loss to Cleveland and outside of the loss to Pittsburgh, they have put everybody away pretty handily.
Yeah.
Lamar is showing that he's special. I don't want to say playing at like the level of his MVP season, but it's pretty damn close.
I mean, in terms of like touchdown production, yards production, yes, but the turnovers are up. That's kind of why he's not more in the conversation. But I do think he's been really good.
He's special. This team is, I think, going to be, honestly, after seeing the Chiefs play on Monday,
they might be the best team in the AFC.
This is the number one team in the AFC.
Yeah, and I can totally agree with you. And we'll do power rankings next week. If they win, they're for sure number one. If they lose, it's a discussion. They'll still probably be top three.
Yeah.
I can think a team's great, but just not pick them week to week just due to the matchup. So I'm with you. Baltimore's a fantastic team. Let's get to those keys to victory, though. We'll start with Baltimore because they are the better team and they are the road team as well. Baltimore offense, I think you got to get the tight end involved even though it's not Mark Andrews. I know Mark Andrews is out for the year. I think you have to keep that team honestly. You can't just completely eliminate the tight end option.
Yeah.
Right? That's not going to go well for you. You still have to keep that as part of your offense. And Isaiah Likely is a very good backup tight end. He's a solid number 2 tight end. So you'll be fine. Don't cut that part of your offense out just because it's not your number one target. You can still get the tight end involved and keep that defense honest. Plus, they don't have very good linebackers. That's a point of weakness. You can exploit that weakness with a good tight end.
Yes.
Baltimore defense, don't bite on the play action. Right? The Chargers love to take shots, especially down the field, off of play action. Don't bite. The Ravens have the personnel to stop the run without committing a bunch of guys in the box, right? It's not an impressive offensive line, and it's not an impressive run game. You have the personnel in your front seven where you don't have to commit a ton of guys to the box. Don't bite on that play action because that's when the Chargers can get you over the top. They can get some free ones, and then you can find yourself behind the 8 ball.
I have another one. Let Brandon Staley shoot himself in the foot. He will do it. Just let him do it.
That's fair, and actually we'll get there. The Los Angeles Chargers offense, key to victory, catch the damn ball. Quentin Johnston, I mean, you're a first-round talent.
You got to help Jay Herb out a little bit, man.
Catch the ball. Keenan Allen had a drop, and he almost never has drops. You got to catch the damn ball. Like, that's period.
AFC West and the receivers, man.
It's not looking good, I'll tell you what. You have to catch the ball. That's number one because Herbert is doing everything he can, and the offensive line can actually pass block pretty well. Run blocking is shaky. But if you give Herbert enough time, he's going to distribute the ball accurately. Can we actually make plays for him? That's the key. If you can probably win this football game. LA defense. Fire Brandon Staley. I mean, seriously, that's my key to victory. I know, obviously, that's not realistic. So if I had to give a realistic key to victory, I would say keep Lamar in the pocket. We know how dangerous he can be outside the pocket. So don't go all, buck wild and get up the field, right? Get up the field, but don't
extend yourself.
Thank you. Don't overextend it. Contain on the edges. Keep him hemmed in. We've seen that work with a lot of mobile quarterbacks. We keep them hemmed in, then you get pressure up the middle, and they don't really have anywhere to go. That's kind of the way to do it. So if I had to give a key to victory, that would be it. But the true key to victory is get a new coach and get a new defensive mind.
Yes, that's the most pressing of them all. But yes, I agree with you about the Lamar thing too. When he gets out of the pocket, it spells trouble for whatever.
Both with his legs and with his arm. He's good extending both ways.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes him special and very, very, very hard to defend. Because if he gets out of the pocket, you can't just commit to him running the football. Because then he'll just spin around, pull a little Kyler on you.
Throw it over top.
Like 35 yards on a rope.
Yeah, but if you stay back, he'll take advantage. Yeah. So it's a tough one.
So score prediction.
Oh, God. I think I predict, 28-27 Chargers in a close one. Now, this could be, now granted, I don't think in terms of how good the teams are, game of the year level, but I do think it's going to be back and forth, really, really entertaining. One of the more entertaining games of the year.
I'm going 30-27.
Wow.
Baltimore Ravens.
All right, fair enough. Interesting. So you still have the Chargers covering?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I like that. I like that cover.
Yeah, I think you get the hook on your side at +4. It's a good bet.
100% it's a good bet. You know where you can go check that bet out?
SOBET.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? It just doesn't make sense why you wouldn't.
Hey, everybody's talking about the, Christmas ideas and stuff like that. I saw the TikTok you posted.
Yeah, get your man. First of all, if you're a lady out there, why would you? First of all, you download SOBET for your man, right?
Yeah.
You attach your card so it pays a subscription. Again, it's an investment. Once your guy gets on there and starts backing some of the experts, he's going to make the money back anyway. He'll take you out to some nice dinners with it. It makes sense. Second, the ESPN Bet app. It makes a ton of sense to download it. All you have to do is bet a little bit, and we're not even sponsored at all. We have no affiliation with ESPN Bet. I'm just helping you guys out. You get 4 free $50 bets. Just let your man use it.
That's nice.
So he can download it, and you can download it. Boom. He's got $400 worth of free bets.
Bingo, bango. He
can use that $400 to bet on what the experts are saying on SOBET. Boom, take you out to dinner. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. That's it. What a happy holiday season with SOBET.
We got to sign off with that. That's unbelievable.
100%. All right.